At Burns Square, an intermezzo takes its cue, a pause in time that feels both old and new. In hush and light, where passing notes have flown, a moment within a moment, briefly known. Buongiorno, buenos dias, benvenuti, welcome and good day, neighbors, travelers, and dreamers. Welcome to Burns Square Intermezzo, where memory resonates through pecky cypress, stucco, lime paint, and copper. The original name of this building was Pineapple Apartments, as it is on Pineapple Avenue. Before the wine bars, before the boutiques, before these lights, banners, and painted walls, from the Seaboard Airline Railroad, there were trains. Big ones, loud ones, dirty ones, smoke, steam, cinders, the steel-framed windows of this building, the Pineapple Apartments, would rattle like nervous teeth. And me? Calm overcame me when I arrived by train. It was 1900 or 1920 something, or maybe it was Tuesday. Time behaves strangely here. A moment within a moment. My talents found the old magic shop that was in this building, and that's where life changed for me. Being right on the train track that was on Pineapple Avenue, the produce corridor. Right there is where the train track curved toward Venice. There was a Strawberry Avenue nearby. Back then, this whole district moved like a machine. Newspapers from up north, tourists in linen suits, circus folk in wagons, growling and jumping. Produce wagons like that, painted with traditional Sicilian designs. Off the train stepped immigrants like me, and bon vivants and tycoons. The whistles echoed and the soot drifted through these apartment windows that Owen Burns and Dwight Baum built, and oranges rolled through this corridor like little suns. Orange Avenue. This whole place was called Herald Square. Not because people were quiet here, no, because news was shouted here. Across the street stands what was the Sarasota Herald Building, the newspaper offices and press. Now it is the Exchange, a consigner of treasures whose mission is to touch the heart and stimulate creative minds in our artistic community. In 1926, when Owen Burns and Dwight Baum built that sprawling newspaper building, it was action, reporters, just the facts, see, messengers, printers, announcements, and above it all, future memories and dreams. Which brings us to this, the box of Herald Square. This little box was carved from pecky cypress harvested in Florida swamps. It was then hand-hewn into beams which were carved and stenciled by the artisans and craftsmen commissioned by Owen Burns and Dwight Baum for the magnificent El Verona Hotel, which was only a couple years later would be purchased for a fraction of the original value and called the John Raymond Hotel. That's a story for another moment. These beams heard everything. Opera singers, jazz musicians, circus performers, political arguments, terrible poetry, excellent gossip. They absorbed Sarasota itself. And when the great hotel faded away, the beams survived. Some became part of this balcony. Some became part of the hotel suites in this very building. And one small piece became this box. The box of Herald Square. It remembers things. Sometimes too many things. Things that are important. Things that matter. Things to be seen. And sometimes it leaks. What's this?